The hall was alive with applause, the kind that masks boredom and social obligation. My daughter's name echoed over the microphone, and I clapped. Slowly, deliberately. My hands pressed together, tight, almost painfully, because my mind wasn't on her accomplishment, it was on him. A whisper of unease passed through me as I caught his eyes. They weren't warm. They weren't even familiar. There was a strange rigidity, a pretense that I had learned to read over years of marriage. Then a voice cut across the celebration like a blade through silk. "I've decided to start a new life without you." The room froze. A collective breath hung, waiting, as if the walls themselves were holding it. I blinked. My daughter's wide eyes, glimmering with pride moments ago, now darted between us, confusion and fear mingling in their innocent curve. And there she was, sitting smugly in our circle of friends, his girlfriend. Her laughter had been carefully restrained until this moment, but it seeped from the corners of her lips like poison. I felt the familiar heat of betrayal rise, but I didn't move. I didn't speak. Then, finally, slowly, deliberately, "Congratulations on your honesty." No tremor, no shout, just a measured, chilling smile. I slid an envelope across the armrest toward him, stood, and walked away. The first sensation after hearing his words was disbelief. Then disbelief turned to calculation. I remembered the small signs, now pieces of a mosaic that had taken shape without my permission. Late-night phone calls that ended when I entered the room. Emails deleted immediately. A scarf, not mine, left behind. Lips pressed in corners of clothing. Nothing concrete, nothing I could accuse. Just shadows, whispers, omissions. But in this auditorium, in front of family, friends, strangers, the truth had become undeniable. I didn't allow myself to shadow. There would be no tears, no dramatics, no scene. Those were weapons for those who had not mastered control. I could feel every lie he'd told coil within me like a serpent, and I welcomed it. I didn't panic. I observed. I catalogued. Every glance, every nuance of his demeanor became data. Every pause and every subtle movement, proof. I had long suspected that he had carved out a life beside me, one that had nothing to do with loyalty or love. Now, I knew. The storm inside me was silent, cold, precise. For weeks after, I moved quietly, invisibly. My life became a series of calculated steps. DNA tests, receipts, phone records, social media footprints. Every stone turned meticulously, every lie exposed without confrontation. I watched him externally with a serene mask, but inside, I was a predator circling prey. Observing routines, counting opportunities, cataloging moments when he thought he was clever. He never suspected that each seemingly small action was building toward a single inevitable collapse. I didn't rush. Timing was everything. Evidence required patience. A misstep now would ruin everything. He texted me innocuous things, invitations to talk, offers to explain. I responded with polite, detached words. Every reply was deliberate. My anger simmered beneath the surface, controlled, contained. I studied her too. The way she smiled when she thought no one was looking. The casual intimacy they tried to hide. Each observation tightened the knot of my internal control. I wasn't just planning a confrontation. I was orchestrating a psychological unmasking. The envelope I had given him at graduation contained everything. A dossier of undeniable evidence. Photos time-stamped, receipts showing shared expenses, screenshots of messages, copies of documents. Each page a nail in the coffin of his duplicity. He opened it with an arrogant curiosity that slowly curdled into horror. You did all this?" His voice faltered. I stepped closer, my eyes locked on his. "I knew," I said simply. He stammered, disbelief bleeding into panic. His girlfriend's confident mask cracked. The evidence was irrefutable, a cold mirror reflecting every choice he had made. For the first time, he was the one exposed, vulnerable, stripped of ego and manipulation. He tried to recover, tried to explain, tried to rationalize, but the weight of truth pressed in from every side. My calm, detached demeanor became a silent executioner. No words could save him. I did not shout, I did not cry, I did not make a scene. I didn't need to. The victory was their realization. He had been caught, and I was unshaken. Before leaving, I spoke softly, deliberately, letting each word hang like a blade in the air. "Enjoy your new life. It's everything you've built without me." His hands trembled. He looked around at the friends he thought had always been allies. Now they were silent witnesses. He realized too late that my patience, my silence, my calculated observation had been more devastating than any fury could have been. I left him with the envelope, the proof, the knowledge that every lie had been exposed, every secret unveiled. And I walked out. I did not cry, I did not scream. I drove home in silence. My daughter sat beside me, unaware of the full extent of the storm, but sensing the calm after it. She squeezed my hand, and I squeezed back, a silent promise that she was safe. I realized something then. Closure is not tears. Closure is control. Closure is the cold, hard fact that the liar has been unmasked and you walk away, untouched. The betrayal no longer defined me. The truth had been reclaimed. I parked, I turned off the car, I breathed. Quiet, cold, free. And for the first time, I smiled. Not for him, not for her, not for anyone. For me. Final thought. Some storms are silent, but their aftermath cuts deeper than screams.